My mother left me a storage unit in her will, nothing else. While my brother got the house, the cars, and every bank account. I thought she'd simply loved him more. I was wrong. Inside that storage unit, buried under decades of dust, I found a birth certificate with my name on it, dated 2 years before the one my parents had always celebrated as my actual birthday. 2 different birth certificates, same name, same parents listed, but a 2-year gap that made absolutely no sense. I sat on that concrete floor for an hour, phone flashlight shaking in my hand, rereading both documents until the dates blurred together. Either someone had made a bizarre clerical error decades ago, or my entire understanding of my own childhood had been quietly fabricated from the beginning. I called my brother immediately, breathless, holding both certificates up to my phone camera. He went quiet for a long moment, then said something that made my stomach drop. Mom told me never to let you find that unit. Not what unit, not confusion, just immediate, guilty confirmation that he already knew exactly what I'd discovered, and had known for years without ever telling me. What aren't you telling me? I demanded, pacing between dusty boxes that suddenly felt like evidence in a crime scene. He sighed, the kind of exhausted sigh that precedes something irreversible. You weren't born when they told you, he said quietly. There was another baby first, born 2 years earlier. That's the birth certificate you're holding. She died 3 days later. My hands went numb around the paper. A sister who existed and died before I was even born, and somehow, impossibly, shared my exact name. My brother explained our parents had been too devastated to ever use the name again naturally, until I arrived 2 years later and they simply gave it to me too, erasing the first daughter from every conversation that followed. Why would they do that? I whispered, though some cold part of me already suspected the truth. My brother's voice cracked slightly. Mom couldn't grieve 2 daughters with the same name separately. She told me once it felt easier pretending you were simply a continuation, not a replacement. I felt sick, realizing I'd spent 30 years unknowingly living inside my dead sister's identity. I dug deeper into the storage unit, finding a small wooden box beneath old baby clothes, containing a lock of hair, tiny hospital bracelets, and a photograph I'd never seen. A baby, unmistakably not me based on the timestamp, wrapped in a blanket I recognized from my own childhood photos. My mother had kept every physical trace, hidden away, never discarded, never displayed. The storage unit inheritance suddenly made devastating sense. My mother hadn't left me the house or the money. She'd left me the only proof that my sister had truly existed, entrusted to the one person who shared her name and, apparently, was meant to eventually understand the weight of carrying it. My brother inherited assets. I inherited a truth nobody had the courage to speak aloud. I confronted my father next, showing him everything laid across his kitchen table. He didn't deny it, just stared at the photograph for a long silent minute before finally speaking. Your mother wanted to tell you when you turned 30, he admitted. She ran out of time. She died 4 months before my 30th birthday, the secret dying momentarily alongside her. Until that storage unit, I had my sister's remains properly identified and reinterred beside my mother, giving her a real headstone with her real, singular identity instead of existing merely as an echo inside mine. It felt less like closure and more like finally meeting someone I'd unknowingly carried with me my entire life, in name only, without ever understanding the weight of what that truly meant. I still go by the same name today, but differently now, aware of exactly whose memory I'm honoring every time someone says it. My brother and I talk more now, bonded by a secret that nearly divided us instead. Some inheritances aren't houses or money. They're identities waiting decades to be fully understood. Who do you think should have told me sooner? Comment below and subscribe for more true family secrets.